Hey kids, this is Al from TahoeToWhitney.com, and we're doing our little segment on the fundamental principles of purchasing your footwear. Now, the first principle is get the footwear that's right for you. Lightweight, medium weight, heavyweight, get the footwear that's right for the conditions you're going to go into, lightweight, medium weight, heavyweight, and that suits you. So, I don't suggest wearing tennis shoes or lightweight stuff, especially in the high Sierras where you're going over rough terrain, sharp rocks, real inclement terrain where I think the minimum is a lightweight, structurally sound backpacking boot. Now, when I say structurally sound, what I mean is a boot. Now, this is related to but independent of the light, heavy, medium designation of your boot, because a lightweight boot can have excellent structural stability. Or not. A heavyweight boot can have poor structural stability, but it's more unlikely. This here is my Zamberlan mountain boot. This is a very heavy mountain boot made in Italy, very thick leather, crampon, snap-ons, although I don't have the money for fancy crampons, I just strap mine on. But the main element of this boot is structural stability in really bad conditions. So to measure structural stability, now you're going to do this if you buy your tennis shoes, you're going to do this if you buy light, medium, or heavyweight boots. What you do is you grasp it front and back, twist, opposite directions. Man, this baby don't move. So in other words, in bad conditions, when I'm moving with heavy weight on my feet, say for instance a pair of snowshoes and a 60-pound pack, and I slip on some terrain, this boot will not flex, my foot bones will not snap like twigs, which is always nice not to have happen. So these boots, I love these boots. I only use them in midwinter time. I never use them in spring, fall, or summer, but I love them. They're exceptional. So the second test for structural stability is the toe to heel. So pushing upward from toe to heel, you try to make the toe and heel connect. These boots don't move. These are a fine example of very heavyweight boots. Now, a medium pair would flex a little more, and a light pair would flex yet a little bit more. But the main point is imparting structural stability so your feet are not taking that load with a 60-pound pack and your feet moving laterally or front to back and absorbing the stress. Your boot is made to absorb the stress, not your foot. Now, if you got good feet now, you want to keep them. If you don't have good feet, this will keep them from getting worse. In other words, buying the proper structural stability for your foot is going to save you and your feet a lot of pain down the trail. Now that's only part of it. Now how do you purchase boots like this? You decide on the kind of boot you want to get, light, medium, heavy. Then you decide, on the particular boot you want, well, how do you size it just right? Well, the only way to do this is to size it with the gear you're going to be working with. Now, when I say the gear you're going to be working with, I gear my boots. I've got high arches on my feet, very high arches, and I've got pretty strong feet. But I make sure that I set up the boot to suit my feet, so on a long-term trail doing 20 miles a day for 45 days, my feet don't fade. And this also helps your knees and hips too. So when you set up your boots correctly, you're actually helping your whole carriage operate correctly. So what I do is I have a Dr. Scholl's impact pad, one of those gel pads, very nice, so get your gel pad. Then I got this old bead insert that actually follows the curve of my arch and offers a little more impact cushioning and structural support. Remember, structural support. So you put these things together, and then you get a pair of the type of socks that are going to be typical of your usage. In my case, it's medium weight wool socks here, let's say. And I get this kit, and I bring this with me when I go hunt for my boots. So I get the boots, put in the proper footwear, the inserts that are appropriate for my needs. Now your needs may be different, but I suggest you do this. And wear the right socks, and then get in the boots, strap them on, see how they feel. Now be very careful with this. You don't get tight boots, okay? And you might want to use one of the little grade things, go up and down a little grade, and if you can, put some weight on your back, because that's really going to push in. So, but get your basic setup that you're going to use, or else you're not going to get your boots right at all. Pick the right boots for the type of foot and the type of usage you're going to use them for, and then test those boots for structural stability, so when you're out on the trail, they perform for you. I can't think of anything else about selecting boots and structural stability of boots, but this will be really important down the trail. So happy hiking, y'all, and I'll see y'all later.